All right. Hello and welcome to Sunday morning's meditation. Hello online. So glad you could be here. And let's just take a minute to remember our motivation for being here today, whatever it took for us to get here, to be in this room. It's really focusing on our intention to bring benefit to all beings as we do this meditation. So having that be the direction of our actions today. So let's just take a minute to establish that compassionate motivation for our meditation today. All right. So we're going to start with opening prayers. I'm going to put this up on the screen. We'll do the 7-line prayer, and we'll do that 3 times together. Organ yugi nucham sam Pemage sarumbola Yasan shogi no drumne Pemajune shisudra Koryu kandrom mambokor Keki jesu da gruki Chinjilok shir sheksu sol Guru Pema Sindhi Hum Organ Yogi Nucham Sam Pema Ge Sardambola Yasan Shogi No Drumne Pema June Shesudra Koru Kandrom Mambokor Keki Jesu Dag Druki Jinjilov Shir Sheksu Sol Guru Pema Sindhi Hum Organ Yogi Nucham Sam Pema Ge Sardambola Yasan Shogi No Drumne Pema June Shesudra Koru Kandrom Mambokor Keki Jesu Dag Druki Jinjilov Shir Sheksu Sol Guru Pema Sindhi Hum. So let's just a minute. So the meditation that we'll be doing today is like what we do every weekend. It's called Shamatha meditation. It's as taught by Jetsamo in her book, Stabilizing the Mind. So meditation is when the mind is relaxed, when it's stable and open. It not only trains our mind to be calm and relaxed, but also alert and wakeful. So the whole reason we do meditation, the whole intention behind meditation is to create more spaciousness in our mind. And what can we do with all this spaciousness in our mind? Well, we can use that spaciousness to help balance our emotions, to help us navigate our lives in a more peaceful way. Because everything that we interact with, whether it's a conversation, a person, a place, something maybe stressful in our life, we come with that place of spaciousness in our mind, then we can respond in much more appropriate ways because we're less reactive, we're less emotional, we're creating a bit of a buffer, a space, a pause between our actions and then our reactions. So, and it's very important on the path of Buddhism, the path of Dharma, to develop our meditation practice because it's the first step in developing our bodhicitta, which is the compassionate wish to free all beings from suffering. So again, we can use meditation as a way to create more spaciousness in our lives, in our mind, when the whole world around us is demanding so much of our time and our space and our kind of our mental space too. So this is very important for the modern world we live in. So with these tools, we can infuse this throughout our daily lives. So take a comfortable seat. You're all in a comfortable seat already. So whether you're on the floor, in a chair, it might be more comfortable to have your hands on your thighs. But seated, we can put the right hand over the left like this. And then in our laps and our shoulders back, our elbows back. And so we have a nice straight spine. So again, whether in a chair or on the floor, straight spine is key. Like we're getting pulled up, to the crown of our head. And then we're just going to breathe naturally and gaze down towards the floor, finding a point as we gaze down at the floor to rest our gaze, like we're drawing a line from the bridge of our nose down and picking a point on that line to rest our gaze. So we're not intently staring at the floor. We're really just relaxing our gaze. And again, breathing naturally. And then the tip of our tongue rests behind the back of our front teeth, just to have the mouth slightly open so that air is passing through the nose and the mouth. And again, we're breathing naturally, not forced. We're not counting our breath. But our breath is where we rest our attention. We're just paying a very light attention, a very like a gossamer thin attention on the breath. So we're not thinking, okay, I'm breathing, I'm inhaling, I'm exhaling. It's not like that. We're just gently watching the breath. Our attention is like a feather gently riding the wave of our breath. And when thoughts arise, which they tend to do, we just let them go and return to the breath. And sometimes they'll come up rapid fast. And just in that same way, we just let them go, let them go, let them go. And if they become very noisy in our monkey mind today, then we can, imagine cutting the thought, throwing the thought out, anything that helps us drop the thought. Like a bubble rising to the surface of the pond. We just let the thought pop and not go down the road with it. So our meditation isn't lost when we have thoughts. It's when we chase them down the road and we inspect that thought and we judge that thought and we look at that thought. And then all of a sudden, more thoughts are coming. So again, we drop the thought and return to the breath again and again. So we will start with a shorter session. You get my timer out here. And then we'll build our time a little. And again, if you're doing this at home, if you're watching right now, if this is your first time, you can always start with, 30 seconds, a minute, 2 minutes, and build your practice throughout time as you begin to have more and more mental stability in your practice. So we'll start now with 5 minutes. Welcome. All right, starting now. increase our time. And we'll start. We'll do a little longer together. Today, our focus is on the breath, where our attention returns again and again and again. And as you practice this on your own time, you can also focus your attention on a statue or a flower or a candle or something like that as well. The wonderful thing about your breath is it's always with you and always there, and you can kind of take moments to just check in with your breath and do a short meditation, even just throughout your day, as you're transitioning throughout your day, even a minute of just resting your mind on the breath. So we'll increase our time. There we go. to stretch or have some water. So we'll do another shorter session to finish, and then we'll do some closing prayers. So again, sometimes our distractions can be in our own mind or externally. We're distracted by something in the room, or maybe even our own body sensations. So even with that, if something's uncomfortable or you have tightness in our shoulders or something like that, if we keep bringing our attention back to the breath, we'll find that even those distractions, even body sensations, dissipate more and more. So, all right. So let's check the time here. Okay. All right. One more session to finish. Let's starting now. do our closing prayers now, and we always do a dedication at the end of any practice to seal in the merit or the benefit, the blessing of doing this meditation together and dedicating it to all sentient beings. So I'll put that up on the screen. Throughout my many lives and until this moment, whatever virtue I've accomplished, including the merit generated by this practice and all that I'll ever attain, this I offer for the welfare of sentient beings. May sickness, war, famine, and suffering be decreased for every being, while their wisdom and compassion increase in this and every future life. May I clearly perceive all experiences to be as insubstantial as the dream fabric of the night, and instantly awaken to perceive the pure wisdom display in the rising of every phenomenon. May I quickly attain enlightenment in order to work ceaselessly for the liberation of all sentient beings. Buddhas and Bodhisattvas altogether, whatever kind of motivation you have, whatever kind of beneficial action, whatever kind of wishing prayers, whatever kind of omniscience, whatever kind of life accomplishment, whatever kind of benevolent power, whatever kind of immense wisdom you have, similarly I, who have come in the same way to benefit beings, pray to attain these qualities. By this effort, may all sentient beings be free of suffering. May their minds be filled with the nectar of virtue. In this way, may all causes resulting in suffering be extinguished, and only the light of compassion shine throughout all realms. So thank you so much for joining us today, and we hope to see you next time. We're here every Saturday and Sunday at 10 a.m. Eastern, and that also means online as well. And if you're looking for more meditation resources throughout your week, you can always go to our Kunzang Peo Choling YouTube channel, and we have a meditation playlist there that has different instructions on meditation and teachings and different techniques. So you can always access that. And if you'd like to stay in touch with everything that we're doing, we ask that you sign our digital guest book there too. We're going to be having more announcements go out about what's happening each week at KPC. So please sign up for that. So thank you so much. And you can do that online. If you're watching online, you can go to tara.org and sign up for our newsletter. Okay, thank you so much, everyone. Have a great day, and bye online.